So yeah, here we are with the continuation of the Dawntrail Hildibrand storyline. This is for the 7.25 chapter of the questline, the second chapter. A little bit of a recap for the storyline so far. Basically, Nashu has once again come chasing after the inspector, who last we saw from the Endwalker questline was Team Rocket blasting off again on the one of Pew Pew, the little aliens, vessels, and she followed it all the way out here west to where we met her in Tuliolol. And then we asked around and we ended up hearing that it crash landed somewhere in Yasulani, so where the dome sort of went down. So we followed the trail all the way here to Solution 9, and we were looking for Hildibrand and where he could be. Instead, we encountered a detective who looked a lot like Hildibrand, but was nowhere near as gentlemanly. A sort of detective, sort of a gritty detective who we learned was named Hard-boiled because he's a hard-boiled detective. So who we think is probably, he seems older than Hildibrand, and is probably his reflection from the 9th that has been came here with Solution 9. Also, hydrate check. Thank you, Uru. Thank you. Yeah, I should probably get into that before we go into voicing all these characters and stuff like that. Anybody else? Make sure to stay hydrated. Make sure to stay hydrated. Let me take a sip here real quick. There we go. Hydration is achieved. You'll need it. I certainly will. I certainly will. But yeah. So that's about where we are so far. So we encountered this other Detective Hildibrand, this hardy-boiled here in Solution 9, and he says that, oh, if it's a missing persons case, that he's the person asked, and so he's gone investigating for us. And that's sort of where we ended up with this quest line. So our Hildibrand is still missing, but we do have another player on the field with Hard-boiled. So let's talk to Nashu here and see where these wacky adventures will lead us. All right, wise and testimony. Nashu Makaraka's expression is equal parts consternation and anticipation.
Kerwin, here to help again, are you? As things stand, I'm still waiting on word from...
Yours truly, I assume.
Hard-boiled. Description we got from initially was gravelly voice, so this is the voice we've given him.
Since parting ways, I've searched every alley and dive bar and Everkeep for signs of this Hildibrand character.
Hildibrand.
It's pronounced Hildibrand.
Well, however you said, he was nowhere to be found.
Oh, where could the inspector be?
Chin up, dollface.
Dollface.
The case ain't over yet. And I always get my man.
Okay.
When the trail goes cold, the tricky is to go back to the beginning. I want you to tell me the whole story again, and leave nothing out, no matter how unimportant it might seem.
All right. Very, very Sherlock kind of vibes here. When we first met him, he was helping solve a case of somebody who had stolen some liquor, and it turned out to be one of the helping hands at the bar or whatever have you like that. The way he solved it was he saw like electro lockpicking burn marks on the guy's hands. And that they thought that he stole it so that he could buy contraband souls, since a lot of the souls have dried up here. Contraband souls on the black market. Anyway. So yeah, dude, this was a bit of a crazy tale, but yeah, so he apparently flew in on a rogue flying vessel Made by aliens, don't worry about it. And we heard it might have crashed in Heritage Found.
So yeah, so this is how it went. So Hildibrand, gentleman extraordinaire, and whatever have you.
We also put in our 2 cents.
It was crazy. There was aliens and everything. But then Kelwin came along and Kelwin helped me. I was enjoying the tacos in Tuliolo.
So you followed the rumors of the flying disc which nabbed your friend, and that led you to the place where it most likely crashed down. Here.
Yep.
You also think he was caught inside the dome when it appeared.
Maybe.
And, from your perspective, went through 30 years in a blink of an eye.
Yeah, it was for you. For inside the dome, 30 years had passed. Outside the dome, very short amount of time.
Sounds like crazy talk.
Well, I mean, surely you've encountered some people who spoke about it.
But I've seen enough strangeness in my line of work that I've learned to give clients the benefit of the doubt. And since you got no leads on the man himself, I say we try jogging memories about the shiny starship instead. We'll want to question older people native to your world who might have witnessed the original crash landing 30 years ago. Folks that age seem to enjoy parks, like the one outside the residential radar. Let's go.
Okay.
Away we go. Okay, let's get to the nearest etherite. Parkour.
Or as they called them here in Alexandria, ley lines.
Wrong direction. All right. Thank God for jogging. Thank God. All right, Nashu.
What a lovely place to interrogate our elders. Time to interrogate.
Old timers aplenty as promised. Pick a prune and get to it.
A prune?
Oh, I still have that illustration I lent you last time. Showing it around should help nudge some ancient noggins.
Oh, Nashu.
I did a sketch of the inspector's face to make things even easier.
Wow. Quite the artist, Nashu. Quite the artist. Yes, I remember showing her this around, but not with the inspector's face.
I have another copy for myself, but that only makes 2. Kelwin, you and Detective Hardboil will have to share.
What an amazing drawing. No, yeah. Nashu, a lass of many talents.
We are talking 3 decades ago here, so having a picture should come in handy. Even if the dame's work is on the same level as a finger-painting toddler's magnum opus.
Oh, it's not that bad, hard-boiled. Everybody starts somewhere.
Kelvin, was it? Well, you let me know when you're ready to bother some park goers.
All right, let's go. Are you accompanying us?
Right. Let's start showing the picture around then. Keep an eye out for older Hune.
Here.
And Hetsato.
Makote, but Hetsaro from Tral. Because I don't think there's no Makote or Makote equivalent here in Alexandria. It was only the Malala, the Hune, and then the Eldite? No, that doesn't sound right. Elzen? the Elzen equivalent.
Oh, and don't forget the Shatona.
Hardboil is now accompanying you. Okay. Anything to say, Hardboil?
This Hildibrand really does look like me. I look forward to meeting him in the flesh, if only to see if the resemblance is more than skin deep.
No, you guys are very different. But you're both attracted to cases. Those people lying on the grass. Middle-aged Hatsaro man. Hello, excuse me. We're wondering, have you seen a crash landing of a ship either recently or in the past 30 years?
May I help you?
Does this jog your memory at all? Were you around during the time? Maybe ignore the drawing.
I'm sorry, but 30 years ago I was practically an infant. Far too young to remember much of anything.
Oh, that's fair, lad.
That picture's very cute, though. Did your child draw it for you?
A dear friend who's practicing.
Oh, nothing comes to mind, I'm afraid. Perhaps try asking someone who was a little older at the time.
I thank you. Elderly human woman. Hello.
What can this old lady do for you?
I was wondering, remember at the time before the dome went down, if you saw anything like this? Or after the dome went down?
30 years ago. Oh, I honestly don't recall. My memory of that time are faded at best, my dears. That is a lovely drawing of you, though, sir. Really captures your essence.
That slack-jawed mug, you gotta be kidding me.
Anything else to say?
Such a long time ago. Such a long, long time.
Yeah, dude, 30 years. Fucking crazy, dude. 30. That's nearly my entire life. Really puts it into perspective. Oh, hey, it's Nashu Stalker. You're alive. I was wondering where you went. Hard to boil. This is Nashu Stalker. Nashu?
This would have been 30 years ago, but did you happen to see a flying craft like the one in this picture?
A lot of people lying in the grass on this one. Oh, is this a conversation point? There's conversation points. Hey, hard-boiled. Do you discuss the vending machines?
Vending machines caught your eye. Yeah, you could buy yourself a coffee or an energy drink, but luxuries like that make you soft. Unlike me, who's hard-boiled. When I'm alone, I walk through the darkest, dingiest parts of the city. I need something as weathered and wary as I am. I'll stick to my eggs, thanks.
His hard-boiled eggs.
Now you get one of those frou-frou fancy drinks and they'll make you soft.
Okay. Elderly human man, hello.
Oh, what would you be wanting with me then?
Oh, excuse me. Do you remember this? Maybe from before the dome went down? Maybe ignore the drawing.
Can't say I'm familiar with it. But I do remember 3 decades ago when I was still in the bloom of youth. Well, middle age. Say, I remember you, the clever git who took back me verbal tonic from that thieving whoreson.
Oh, okay.
That was a good bit of sleuthing, it was.
Well known in these parts.
No need for all that. Was just doing my job. Sorry to see that the tonic didn't do its job, though.
Oh! Dude, is this a reflection of the one bald guy from the initial A Realm Reborn Hildibrand questing? Where there was also the tonic to regrow his hair.
It's not about growing me hair back. It's about the routine. About 40 years of massaging my scalp and basking in the same fragrant aromas every morning. Doesn't feel right to start the day without it.
40 years of using an Everkey-made product. That's right. You're Alexandrian born and bred, same as me.
Oh, okay.
There's no way you could have seen the starship we're after. Sorry to bother you, sir.
Okay, so he's not from outside the dome.
Well, no one said it would be easy dredging up eyewitness accounts from so long ago. This is where grit and persistence come into it. Spotted a Shatona fella heading towards the 914 radius. Hard to guess his age with how long they live, but who knows. Maybe we'll get lucky this time.
All right, anything else to say, sir?
You're working with one clever detective. I'm sure you'll find whatever it is you're looking for.
All right, this a ways, this a ways. Shatona man of indeterminate age.
Lovely day, isn't it?
Yes, I'm wondering where. I don't know. Sorry if this is rude to ask, but if you were you were old enough at the time that the dome dropped down, do you happen to remember seeing anything like this? Or even more recently, who knows?
I'm not sure I recognize the man. Hard to tell with such a simple drawing.
Forget about the drawing. We're more interested in what you know about the flying disc.
Yes, the craft I do recall seeing. When I yet felt the sun upon my face, I was living a very different kind of life at the time. It was during a hunt that I spotted it. Flying machines were a rare sight back then.
Rare sight back then, 30 years ago, yeah, for them.
So I remember it well even now.
And do you remember where it was headed?
We're going to the dungeon grounds. It appeared to crash somewhere in Yuiawata. I wonder if we're going to encounter Hildibrand, but he's going to be, like, preserved in one of the things. Or, oh, well, maybe we'll have to see. Yuiawata to the north. I was of a mind to seek out the wreckage, but then the dome suddenly appeared and I had far, far stranger things to worry about. Far, far stranger things. Things were crazy.
There, what'd I tell you? Let's find your pal Nashu and share the good news.
Alright, thank you very much, sir. You're very helpful. As I said, I believe our flying disc crashed down somewhere in the vicinity of Yuiawata. If I hadn't been distracted by the dome, I wonder if I could have found it. Maybe you could have, man. Why? You can come with us. Satisfy a long old curiosity. Alright, let's go. Nashu, we have a lead. Time to go back to the haunted research facilities.
No one seems to know anything about the starship. Did you fare any better?
We got it. We have something.
So it came down somewhere near this Yukata place.
Where are you, Kata?
I don't suppose that either of you have been there before.
I have. Used for research, kind of haunted now. A lot of lightning beasties.
A research facility, you say? If some unidentified shiny object fell from the sky nearby, I'd wager their people soon scooped it up.
Probably. Though I don't know when that research base was established at the time. I think some of them were probably... there was the village there set to guard the sealed Tral. And then only later did it become the research facility when the dome, after the dome went down, and also after Zeralja became the king of Resolve.
It seems we have our destination, but how to get across the lake?
We could ask a reforger, or we could take a hover cargo. Did we take a hover cargo last time? Let's ask one of the reforgers are the ones who are out there. Hover cargo could get struck by lightning.
A forger. Of course. They have those other cargoes.
Okay, both. Both. Is that how we went out there the first time? Dude, I can't remember.
And I just so happen to know one of an accommodating disposition.
Hold on, I'm phoning them in.
Right. That's our transportation sorted. What I'm stuck on, though, is how you've already been to this Yawada, when I'm only just learning such a place even existed. What's your deal, anyway?
Oh, well, we were looking into a friend's mother, the current technical authority, the young, I guess, it wouldn't be King Regent, but the young Gulja. And we found out that his mom might have been working there, and we got some records from that place of her. So we sort of were led out there. And for me, I'm kind of an adventurer. Been helping out here around Alexandria and with Gulja and Ukulmat, if you know her. I'm Kelwyn, agent of adventure. Or I'm simply an ardent admirer of Inspector Hildibrand. Well, maybe not that second one. Agent of adventure. Instead of adventure, agent of inquiry. Inspector extraordinaire. Agent of adventure. Adventurer extraordinaire.
You adventure for a living, is that it? Well, it's clear you're no fresh-faced mook.
It's we adventure for a living. Yep.
Let's press on with the investigation. My reforger friend should have a hover cargo waiting for us at the Drift Downs.
I better pack a dose of Nash's Delights, aka bombs.
Those explosives of yours, leave 'em behind. Don't need no dizzy dame blowing herself up on my watch, or me, for that matter.
And she won't blow herself up, but yeah, for your sake, probably. I'm sorry, Nashu. He seems to be a bit of an asshole. But I mean, he's not wrong for saying, yeah, maybe leave the bombs behind. All right, to the outside. Guess we might as well run probably equidistance to that aetheryte or whatever. We're going. We could just teleport from that ether right there, but the freaking exit is right here anyway, so. All right. Mount Roulette, form of. All right, Emerald. right, here we are. We're going to the dungeon grounds. Oh, there's Nashu. Are you taking a scout ahead? Nashu?
Cool. That's a big watery lake.
Hard-boiled?
This is the Reforger pal I was telling you about. She keeps tabs on the Heritage Found scene and was a big help when I needed information for a case that spilled outside of Everkeep.
I guess most of it would be contained in Everkeep, wouldn't it? Not a lot of people, only hunters and I guess electro farmers and reforgers and other like sort of adventurous types go outside the dome because it's so dangerous. I mean, not outside the dome, outside the tower. Dangerous because of all the lightning strikes. All right, accommodating reforger. I hear you need transport to Yue Yawata. The hover cargo is ready if you are. Let's go. Open directly to this area of it. All right, yeah, this place was mucho haunted. Got a lot of zombies and other stuff like that here.
It must like the dark in there, in here.
Yeah, well, it's kind of an abandoned facility. Shit went awry.
This place is a mess, but I don't see any monsters roaming the halls at least.
Not anymore. We took care of that.
Should be safe to split up and have a look around.
Well, some other animals have gotten in here since then. Wait, hold on. We're looking around here first. Unlock cabinet. Hold on, rifling through the cabinets again.
Hello, what's in here?
Shuffling through the various documents in the cabinet, you find one entitled Confidential Files Addendum 1. According to an associate native to these lands, the unidentified vessel we recovered near Yuiwata, we find exactly what we need. Had flown into... Could have found this before when we were doing the main story. Technically, it would have been here during the main story. Obviously, we wouldn't find it then. It'd have been cute if they did have something like that, though. Recovered near Yuiwata, had flown into the region not long before the dome manifested. Their testimony was corroborated by a thorough examination of the wreckage, which yielded not a single sliver of electrope. The vessel was, without a doubt, manufactured using technology fundamentally unlike our own. Yeah, from aliens. This mystery further compounded by the discovery of a human survivor within the craft. Despite the apparent force of the impact, the lone male occupant had sustained no visible injuries. That's our Hildibrand. Indestructible. Is the ghost still haunting this hallway? Hello? Yep, they're still there. You can see the silhouette of a figure, but no legs or anything like that behind the curtain. Still the ghosts. There's the people in the test tubes. This is what I'm like, maybe they've been preserved in that. Oh, Nashu's here. Nashu?
A lot of people being pickled in here.
Pickled?
But Inspector Hildibrand isn't among them. Speaking of which, did you see where Detective Hardboiled went?
Not yet. Scattered documents. Skimming through the various documents, you find one entitled Confidential Files Addendum 2. The hewn male we extracted from the wreckage is an abnormal specimen indeed. While physically unharmed and in clear possession of a soul, he yet remains in a comatose state. The absence of reaction to any and all external stimuli is indicative of temporal stasis. Temporal stasis. Every method we have attempted, be it electric shock, hot bath, or a sharp slap across the face, has failed to wake the subject. What you need is bombs. Nashu's delights. Is his remarkable corporeal fortitude an innate natural quality, or was it acquired with the aid of unknown technology? Well, we learned last time that it wasn't due to unknown alien physiology, because they were, their ancestors did technically, the family line of Hildibrand did originate from the alien race or whatever have you like that. These guys were a while back somebody was adopted in, and so therefore that lineage hasn't continued down this line biologically. And so instead, I believe it was Hildibrand's mom that suggested that, or it was maybe they were tapping into Dynamis in some way or something like that. The power of possibility.
My enthusiasm for this research knows no bounds,
says this guy.
All right.
Now there's the handprints on this. Oh, one of those doors just opens back there. I was like, this is a chance to put something spooky back there. There is. One of the doors just sort of opens on its own.
It's like times to be spooksies.
Nothing happens at the end of this hallway, I don't see. Where is Hard-Boiled?
Hard-boiled.
Well, there's the document we're looking for in there, but I don't see Hard-Boiled. However, can I go all the way to the Soul Crater? No, okay, no. Nope. Sorry, this says Soul Center, and that's why I said Soul Crater. All the way to the crater I meant. Did you look around while you were in here? It was kind of neat. Yeah. Yeah, when we were exploring in the MSQ as well, took a little bit of a look around, but I didn't notice that opening door.
All right, abandoned clipboard.
Document held by the clipboard is entitled Confidential Files Addendum 3.
I cannot understate the incalculable potential I see in our mystery subject. If we could but unlock the secrets of his preternatural resilience, then we would never again need risk the dangers inherent in the transfer of monstrous souls. While some of my colleagues insist that vivisection is our only recourse, such an extreme measure would mean forsaking the knowledge the man might impart to us regarding his equally intriguing flying vessel. For the time being, we have decided to suspend all research related to this subject. The specimen will be preserved in a biocapsule in Sector 51 and placed under observations in the hopes that he will one day regain consciousness.
Okay, so he's been in a biocapsule. Oh, there you were, Hard-Boiled. You weren't here before.
Cohen. Sorry, something else in the records caught my attention, and it led me to a different floor.
Oh, a different floor? Care to elaborate?
Had to rustle up a verification key first, so I haven't spent any time on your starship mystery.
What were you looking into?
Did you turn up anything yet?
I did. We have location.
They were keeping him in Sector 51. The key I found should let us access that area. Let's grab your pal Nashu and head there now.
Inspector Hildibrand! There you are!
Yep, there he is. In the pod, of course, in this position.
You two been yanking my chain. This clown doesn't look anything like me.
Alright, dude. Keep thinking that.
Well, opinions aside, we've located our man. A hard-boiled egg would really hit the spot right now.
Do you keep him in the hat? Oh no, he's out of hard-boiled eggs.
Here, give this to the detective.
Because you think that he won't receive one. Last time Nashu crafted an egg bomb that she gave to this guy. And so she doesn't think the same thing will work twice. No, man, I don't think I'd want to. Sus.
Do it, Kelvin.
What?
There I was. There I was.
From the lady. Dot, dot, dot. From the lady would be appropriate. Listen, we'll give him. We'll give him a fair warning.
There I was, in a facility lost to time. The day was dark and gloomy, as it always is, underneath the dome. Lightning struck down, and we had just found our man. Alas, the detective who helped us didn't have a hard-boiled egg, so the dame... She looked at me with those bleeding eyes. I was just like, please, go give this to Detective Hardboiled, and who was I to not to oblige, because I have a very difficult time saying no. So I walked up to him and I said, from the lady. Appreciate it.
That was your one warning, my dude. That it was from her. Run. We're hiding.
I never could refuse the kindness of strangers.
Is that what that was? What the fuck is that sound? Oh my god, more zombie researchers. Bitch, I thought I cleared y'all out. How many of you fuckers were there? Don't worry, guys, I got this. Yeah, I can handle this. What the fuck went wrong here? Are these soulless vessels?
These punks must be feeling lucky.
He's got a gun! Lightning shock. Oh, well done, sir.
Gasp.
Oh, hey. Hildibrand, you're alive. Man, it's been a hot second, my dude. There is no need for firearms nor fisticuffs. I shall resolve this altercation in a manner that behooves a gentleman. Something along the lines. Been a hot second, Hildibrand. We'll get into his voice in a little bit, I'm sure. No, let the man keep firing the gun. Then is he gonna recruit them because he like the other zombies, Zomberbrand? Like the zombies from the Realm Reborn questing.
Attention, everyone! Follow my lead if you please!
He took the hat? He's doing the Manderville dance. A new batch of zombies recruited. You know what? The Realm Reborn zombie guy, every time we go anywhere, has been trying to recruit a lot of zombies, so... They're ready.
Splendid, most splendid. Let us remember to always comport ourselves in a gentlemanly manner.
I don't know what the fuck I'm seeing. Oh my god, they just left.
Bye, goodbye, new gentlemen zombie friends.
Welcome to the Hildibrand questline, Hardboiled.
I fear I may have overslept a trifle. But I, Hildibrand, well-rested agent of inquiry, now stand before you bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Well rested for 30 years. Wow. All right. That's our Hildibrand. That's our Hildibrand.
By the by, who is this austere-looking fellow? A new admirer of mine, mayhap.
Oh, this is Hard-Boiled. Detective extraordinaire here in Solution 9. Or here, under the dome.
This is Detective Hard-Boiled, your soul twin from another world.
Yeah, your soul twin. Your soul twin.
Carolyn explained it to me.
Why, my dear Nashu, he just runs up to him. This man possesses nary a speck of my singular plum. He does not resemble me in the slightest. He does not resemble me in the slightest. In that case, you're both in agreeance.
I couldn't agree more. My sweet old grandmother has more grit in her pinky finger.
And over here we got the gritty hard-boiled and then the gentleman extraordinaire.
That's odd. Maybe I need new glasses, but the two of you seem practically identical.
Visually, yes. Internally, very different. Soul's the same, but Ray is completely different.
The odd thing here is how you look too damn young for a fellow who's been sleeping for 30 years. And don't get me started on how you charm those shambling corpses. What kind of crime against nature are you?
The line of the Mandervilles is, a mysterious thing, a strange thing, my dude. Don't question it.
The inspector has a very unique physique for one, and as for the zombies, he's had an excellent rapport with them ever since his brief stint as an undead overlord extraordinaire.
Yeah, brief stint as Zombibrand, where he thought he was a zombie.
That raises more questions than answers. What do you mean, Undead Overlord? Still, we can consider your missing person case closed.
Thanks, dude.
which leads me to chew on the something else.
Well, I mean, thanks, dude, but honestly, we could have probably gotten here without him. Which was he found no leads and we just asked around for if people had seen the airship.
I smell a new case brewing and I need to follow my nose.
We're in too, dude. Tell me what you found. We're in. You helped us, we helped you. We help you now, right? Oh no, a case. A case, you say? Then allow me to offer the services of Hildibrand, Inspector Extraordinaire.
Undead Overlord seems more plausible to me at this juncture. But I'll bite. What does a fella like you even inspect?
Impenetrable mysteries and unsolvable cases, of course.
I've seen it. His methods are strange, but effective when paired with the help of others. We get there in time.
So we're in the same business, eh? Makes me wonder how this gentleman act of yours actually helps you get the job done.
Well, he tries. he tries and fumbles his way into things. I too am curious to see if beneath that leathery gumshoe exterior you have the gumption to handle the truly difficult cases. Aha, aha. Noted that they do have the same eye color. It's not proven, but a running theory that reincarnate, for the most part, reincarnated soul, it seems like people that share the same soul have the same eye color, but it hasn't been proven yet. And there has been one wrench in the works, and that the current incarnation of Geralt in Solution 9 has more red eyes than the usual Geralts. So, but otherwise, for the most part, it's kind of held. It's kind of held, but it's only a working theory at this point. We have no idea. The only other thing that we have is that the God damn it, it's escaping me right now. But the Undying ones, the goddamn, I forget what they're called. But in the Asm Steppes, that's led by Sadu. The way that they recognize a soul that gets reincarnated is by looking at their eyes. So it's just like, Now they don't say look at the eye color. They just say look in the eyes and recognize that the soul. That's how the leader of the clan will look into a newborn's eyes, look into their eyes, and they'll recognize the soul that is reborn, assumedly. And if they don't, then it's assumed that somebody from from outside the clan has been welcomed into the clan. The starts with a D, and I'm gonna get there. Hold on. It'll come to me. There's the Ornu, and there's the Ornir, and then there's the... Oh well, it'll come to me when I least expect it. Alright, hard-boiled.
Dame. She's your assistant.
That she is.
Loyal and steadfast.
I just help occasionally.
I had an assistant once.
You did?
What happened to them?
But now ain't the time to reminisce. We have a new case to work on.
Is that why he's so hard-boiled? Because he lost his assistant?
This'll be just the thing to prove your sleuthin' chops, Inspector. Let's get out of here and get down to brass tacks.
Complete. Oh, he's got his outfit back. All right, hold on a moment. Authored. Dun, 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 dun. The Dawntrail. There we go. That's what it was. Any hoodle. We didn't see that except for we saw underneath his glasses once, but yeah, they're identical. They're identical. All right, Hildibrand, good to have you back.
Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, is up and full of beans.
And full of beans?
Agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire.
All right, Nashu?
I always have a spare set of inspector clothes on hand.
Well, considering the circumstances that he sometimes gets into, you know what? That makes sense. All right, hard-boiled. The case of fiendish fugitives. All right, let me take a sip of water here before we continue this. Stay hydrated, everybody. Stay hydrated. All right. Detective Hardboiled's veteran nose has picked up the scent of a new case. Yeah, dude, don't question it. They're an interesting bunch.
As I was saying, I got a whiff of a new case in the making, so listen up while I explain the particulars. You said you scoured this place top to bottom and learned that they were trying to stuff people's souls into monstrous hosts.
That's what they ended up doing, yeah. They said, well, if things go awry when they try to put beast souls into people, you know, if that eventually leads to problems. What if they put, and they wanted to, in the end, control the power of a Dawntrail. What if they put a people soul into a beast?
But the facility was forced to close down before they managed any real success. Sound about right?
Assumedly, but something went wrong here.
I'm guessing whatever incident turned the staff into walking corpses happened not long after.
Ooh, yeah, we're gonna figure out what happened here? Hell yeah.
Here's where it's getting interesting. According to the notes I found, one of the researchers survived and continued to work independently even after the project was mothballed.
Okay, we got a survivor.
Apparently, he dismissed the Dawntrail as impossible to control, and instead chose to pursue his research into using less ornery beasts.
Oh, is this gonna be, if they didn't find any success in terms of the soul melding, I thought maybe they did, in putting human souls into beast souls. I thought we were one day gonna come across a group of little critters that are just like, hi, I'm a person. or something like that. I've just been living out here in the wilds. That opportunity is still here if less ornery beasts is this kind of thing.
Are you suggesting this mad scientist transfer his own soul into some slavering fiend? Nothing so mad as all that. No, he saved the honor for convicted criminals.
Yeah, he wouldn't do it himself, but he did it for convicted criminals. Okay.
Seems he set up a fake rehabilitation program, had the prisoners transferred, then yanked their souls for use in his experiments.
Wow, that's fucked up. How awful! And what became of those now criminally minded creatures?
Now criminally minded creatures? Oh no. Never mind, it's not gonna be a village of little critters, it's gonna be a band of fucking creatures. Of villains.
That's the million credit question. I tracked down the containment cell mentioned in the notes, but found the cages inside emptier than a barfly's tumbler.
Alright. He did a lot of investigating while we were on down here on this floor.
A little dig into the operations log showed the cage locks were opened only recently.
Only recently? Interesting. And what happened to them before? Were they just encaged for all the time that this place has been defunct? They were both going to say the conclusion. We find ourselves on the case of the Fiendish Fugitives. We must seek out and apprehend these dastardly evil doers on the double. Them in the same pose and everything. Twinsies.
Yes. There's a chance they're out there causing trouble.
Yeah, it's not guaranteed that's what's happening.
And as a detective, I can't turn a blind eye when I suspect wrongdoing is afoot.
Alright, dude.
Luckily, I also found a storage device that I figured belonged to the author of those research notes. It's pretty banged up, but I think the data might still be intact. Let's head back to Solution 9. I'll take this thing to my place in the recreation zone and see what I can recover.
Alright, there we go. Are we gonna get yoinked there? No, puts us right. It's on Drift Downs, alright. Also, hey, Tree Leaf. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Alright, back to Solution 9 then. Back to Solution 9. Mount Roulette gave us our goat mount this time. With the giant horns. Who is this? Is this person usually here? Keep the soldiers here armed to drive away any wild beasts that might wander too close to Everkeep. Seeing as how people live in the area as well, we're taking turns patrolling it. We have the code of emergency shutdowns so we can handle any surprises. Interesting, so they're watching over the sentries or whatever here as well. Okay. All right. I don't know if we're going to be continuing this here or this is where this is going to be the stopping point for the chapter, where we know now what our case is going to be, and we've retrieved Hildibrand. Up there's Nashu Stalker. We didn't check for Nashu Stalker in the facility. Still stalking Nashu. All right, Nashu.
Core, I never noticed how far down it went.
Yep, this is the 9th level. Goes high up and far down. The 9th of, I think, 12 levels in total, not including the top. Something like that. All the upper levels above Solution 9 are for, I think, soul processing. But some of the levels below are for, like, manufacturing and shit. But this is like the residential level or something. Alright, Hildibrand. Illusion Shine is the most impressive metropolis. Illusion Shine? What? Oh, because Solution 9? Misheard it? Alright, hard-boiled.
Right. I'll take a crack at this storage device. You're better off waiting outside. I'm not the kind of guy who makes his bed every morning, to say the least.
Okay, you don't want to show off your house, that's fine. They didn't make it an actual place you could go into.
Well, the bad news is the device was in even worse shape than I expected. It'll be a while yet before I can recover all its contents. Quick pass netted me some scraps, though. Enough to piece together a partial file on one of the experimental subjects. It states our surviving researcher stuck the soul of a career thief into the body of an Cyclops.
Oh? Okay, of an Cyclops.
This light-fingered fella didn't steal out of greed, but for the joy of pissing off his victims. Twisted guy like that ain't likely to change his stripes just 'cause he switched bodies.
Okay. Yeah, we don't know. We know that, like, putting the beast soul into yourself, obviously it can cause the physical transformations. If it's a minor beast soul, then it will just cause, like, you get combat enhanced, like that hunter lady that we saw do it, or whatever have you. It gives you more like bestial instincts. But if multiple souls happen, or if a powerful soul happens, then it'll undergo the physical transformation, like the fighters do. And over time, that can lead to the fighters or whatever in the Arcadian, and that we saw with Snake Guy in that one dungeon. But I guess over time that can lead to, or if they persistently house the souls in them, it'll lead to the mental deterioration. Because we saw, like, in the experiments in the Yuya Uwata, that people that had the beast souls put into them, like, became more bestial in terms of their nature and their mentality, and it really is fucked up. And in terms of the Arcadian fighters who just occasionally empower themselves with the beast souls, it's leading to, like, the soul degradation thing, the psychonecrosis. We don't know what putting a person's soul into a beast body does. Like, assuming the beast body is assumedly empty, so at least it would just be like an empty vessel kind of situation. But there would assumedly be something happening with them. Like, it's not like putting a beast soul into a body that already has a soul in it, technically. Anyway, Hildibrand.
Yes, it is all becoming clear to me. His intentions are obvious. Our impish escapee will burgle the most prestigious jewelry store in the city.
But he can if he's in the body of an Cyclops.
Humph. As soft-boiled a guess as any I've ever heard. Your instincts are way off, pal.
It's true. His instincts are usually way off, but they lead him in the right direction eventually. Through shenanigans.
Never seen an Cyclops before, have you? If one of those big brutes were lumbering through the streets, all we'd have to do is follow the screams.
It's true.
No. If he's plotting a heist, it'll involve a target outside of a keep. And he won't be aiming to pilfer any old supply crate either, but something that'd really cause a nuisance.
Based on his MO? Was that an aha moment? We got a ding too.
Electrope. Alexandria's got a habit only that miraculous ore can satisfy. We need to hustle to the quarry outside, and I mean now.
Alright, we're still going. This is a little bit longer than our initial introductory chapter was.
Alright, to the quarry.
Mount roulette, form of verb. Alright, yeah, the quarry out this ways. Where they're mining the raw electrope.
There she blows right there, that giant lift.
hey, there they are. There they are. All right, squad. Nashu?
Is it just me, or is someone frying block of cheese with a steady current of lightning energy?
It could be. There's Nashu. Oh, there's Nashu Stalker. A block of cheese with constant lightning energy. I was wondering what that zappy sound was. Nashu Stalker is getting lightning zapped. Nashu Stalker, what are you doing? Freaking Nashu Stalker. I guess, note to self, you touch that raw lightning electrope, you're a fucking goner, dude. Alright, hold on. Hildibrand. I say, the weather here is rather unruly. How I pine for the crystal clear skies of Ulta. Wouldn't that be great? Alright, hard-boiled.
This guy should be able to answer some questions.
Alright, hello. Yes, I work here. Was there something you needed? Yeah, have you seen any strange behavior of any wildlife recently? Specifically Cyclops? Or thefts or whatever? Have you had any thefts? Funny you should ask, actually. We had several shipments of raw electrope go missing in recent days. Strangest part is that our guards didn't see a damn thing. You'd need a hover cargo to move those heavy blocks, and surely someone would have noticed it coming and going.
There, what'd I tell you? A sneaky Cyclops could have run off with those blocks without breaking a sweat.
You know who the culprit is then. If there's anything I can do to help catch them, just say the word. Yeah, we have a lead that has maybe led us to thinking that there's an odd thief on the loose.
That's mighty kind of you, friend. Then let's have you bait the trap with a stack of electrope placed conveniently out of sight of your patrols. We'll do the rest.
One tempting stack of electrope coming up. Time to catch a thief. Yep, there's the raw electrope, all sparkly and shit. Alright, guys, don't be suspicious. We're pretty out in the open. There. That should do the trick. Call that thief for me, will ya? Oh. And do be careful while you're at it. Who the fuck? What is with this smirk? Hello? Hello? Who the fuck is that man? Dude, is that a sus to me? What the fuck was that? Cheeky son of a bitch. He's working with him. He's working with him, isn't he?
The trap is set, now we wait.
Maybe he thinks that the Cyclops will kick our ass. Up, he's unpeeling another egg. Now she's plucking flowers or whatever. Now she's dozing again. Up, this time Hildibrand is eating an egg. What's going on here? Larcenous Cyclops.
Oh, this is perfect. Oh. Maybe a little too perfect.
Dude, we were so suspicious.
Oh, not good, not good. It's a trap. It's the popo. They're on my tail. That's a thief after him.
Wow, he lumbers very quickly. Hey, dude. Stop right there. Where the heck am I? Where the fuck? Oh, we got yoinked forward. What's happening over here? Oh, that's just a regular Cyclops. Hard-boiled?
Who would have thought a creature that big could run that fast?
All right, right? He was going quickly.
Oh, so many Cyclops. What is it? Cyclopses.
Hildibrand?
We've lost sight of our quarry. And he's gone aground in the middle of a field of Cyclopses. We got us a wise guy. Not a tough guy, though, according to his file. Says he's got no stomach for fighting, so we just need to split up and find the one that doesn't try to squish us on sight. Of course, even if he's a coward, he's a big boy now, so he might still try to go down swinging. Shout out if you hit pay dirt, and we'll take him together.
Okay.
Amulet, form of Tomato King. All right, one suspicious Cyclops, level 98. Me not bad Cyclops. Cyclops don't talk or no, so why are you stealing? I don't know if we've encountered an Cyclops that could talk before. He's running. We got a runner. Requesting backup. Giving pursuit. Up, there's Nashu. And Nashu Stalker. Recovered from the brief the electrocution. Oh, sorry, I'm just looking around. I want to see if the other ones are Hildibrand and Hard-Boiled. They're out here somewhere. I guess not. All right, Nashu.
Inspector and detective set off in pursuit of that screaming Cyclops. Come on, let's not get left behind.
Up. Hard-Boiled's got to get out. Damn it all. We have you now, Fiend. There's nowhere left to. Oh, wow. He's electrocuting right off the bat. Shooting first without asking questions. Ow, ow, ow. It's like being stabbed by 1,000 tiny needles. Yeah, I went too close to Hard-Boiled's voice the first time around, so we'll give him this thing. This voice.
Out with it, punk. Where did you stash the goods? Who set you free? As if I told Lex of you. Have it your way. I hear this stings worse than chili sauce in your eye. No!
Now, detective! Threats and intimidation do not become a gentleman.
Move, damn it, move! Give a criminal a chance and they'll make you wish you hadn't.
Is that what happened to your partner? Meanwhile, we're looking.
My turn.
Oh, wow. Freaking lightning lasers. Jesus Christ. He can use the eye laser. He's got Nashu.
Oh, he really is a big boy.
They're using the same animation for the claw. The claw holding mount.
This is my show now. Lose the gun or the girl gets it.
This is 100% what happened to his... What happened to his, assistant. Give a criminal a chance. Don't worry, hard boiled. I'm also here. Oh, never mind. He's also just like, I don't think I've forgotten about you. You look fucking... You look like you'll kick my ass. You too. Weapons on the ground.
Ew. Is he twitching?
Yeah, he's still alive, dude. Oh, the dodge. We saw that in the preview. Ah, my eye! My eye! Clap, clap, clap. Come on, Nashu, to safety. Get behind me. Wow, they've really animated this Cyclops thing very well.
You had your chance to come quietly. Say goodnight, sunshine.
Ah! Electric cage?
That didn't hurt at all.
Oh my god, it's because Hildibrand took it.
Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, abhor acts of violence.
That's our inspector. He's absorbed it. Oh my god.
Core, the inspector is all lit up.
What is happening? We're just like serious face smile. We're just like, yeah, that's Hildibrand for you. Listen, this shit's every day to us now. This is what happens when you tango with Hildibrand.
You gotta be kidding me. That shot had enough juice to take out a Gomphitherium.
Yeah, and instead it's turned him into a disco ball.
So bright. Too bright for me to bear.
You can just do that, absorb electricity in a rainbow sense. Is that because the lightning was produced by Electrope that happens? Now, not to say that no normal individual will be able to absorb it, but I'm saying, like, if somebody did, is it because of the Electrope that's rainbowy?
The pain is akin to stepping barefoot on a goblin's back. Master Thief, are you certain you aren't willing to speak with us?
You shone like a precious jewel. I yield. Holy fuck. Oh, what the fuck is that? What's that? I don't mess with that shit. I'll tell you everything.
Thanks, dude.
What the fuck? He's actually gonna talk?
See, the methods are different.
Soft-boiled and cracked.
And yet, still do we get to some interesting results. But it is very true. Soft-boiled and cracked is accurate. Cracked is accurate for Hildibrand.
I never wanted the electrope. The researcher who freed us commanded me to steal it, and I handed over every block I took.
Oh, really? A researcher? The one that lives.
So you weren't just being your usual thieving self. Alright. So what's this researcher's name? He never told me his name, I swear. I know him only as the man who made us into monsters. He already had some scary-looking bruiser working for him, so I didn't dare refuse his orders. No idea where we might find him, then? None. I suppose I was supposed to meet him out here with my latest haul, but you can bet he slipped away after realizing I wasn't alone. That's it. That's all I can give you.
We gotta find a way to help these guys, make it actual rehabilitation so that these guys can live in peace. Maybe they can help. Find them an honest job. I'm sure if we explain things to people and be like, hey, so weird fucked up shit happened. Like, you guys know souls and shit like that. Well, they were doing fucked up experiments and here you are.
Alright, I believe you. This case has taken a fishy turn. But even if you were an unwilling subject in all this, you still have crimes to answer for. I'm handing you over to the Tin Men authorities.
He looks so sad.
Don't worry. I'll explain how you're a crook in a monster's clothing so they don't just send you to the Arcadian for slaughter.
Oh, wow. Okay. I guess that's what they to get the beast soul. Well, that's better than nothing.
As for the rest of you, meet me back at my place in Solution 9.
He's hard-boiled but fair. It doesn't yoink us back. It doesn't yoink us back. Alright, well, let's because it's a far flight from here. Alright. Back to Hardboiled's place. Oh, there's the Yan. There's the Yan that Uru was talking about earlier. Can we actually go in here? Oh, I think this is for... What is this place? There's another thing of an evil-looking Yan. Look at that one. Caters to lost souls seeking their true path. As a matter of fact, the service of our fortune teller is rather high in demand of late. I'm afraid we are completely booked for the coming months. A fortune teller, eh? Looks like they're fortune telling with cards. Hey, don't mind me. It's got the same Yan on the face of the cover. Oh, we're lucky we deal with this fine-looking fellow. Look at this punk. There we go. There's some of the graffitis on the back of the cases. That might be somebody who's interpreting Sugar, who's mimicking Sugarite. All right, Nashu.
Wasn't Inspector Hildibrand incredible?
As he always is. Surely Detective Hardboiled must now acknowledge my dazzling investigative skills. You certainly have your own way.
In your dreams, pal. I
I handed the Cyclops over to the authorities and gave them the lowdown on our case. You can bet your last bean that researcher fella has other monsters doing his dirty work. I can't figure his angle yet, but he's up to no good, that's for sure.
I'm glad that we got the human souls and monster body thing that I thought maybe we would go for eventually. I thought maybe we might end up finding others, like people in monster bodies, like maybe like Gulja's mom or something like that. She might be dead. I think she might be dead already though. But, you know, it's interesting that we're getting that here in the Hildibrand questline. I'm glad it's getting in this angle is getting investigating somewhere. Anyway.
I can't figure his angle yet, but he's up to no good, that's for sure.
That's for sure. He wants Electrope for something.
Whatever those criminals are now, they're also fugitives. They'll be operating as far away from our mechanical sentries as possible. Maybe even beyond the confines of the dome.
Or maybe even beyond the confines of the dome. You're real willing to lead the case that far?
And that's a whole world I ain't familiar with. If you're keen to stay on the case, then I could use your help out there. You're an adventurous sort. I trust you. These are the two I'm not so sure about you.
Yeah, man. I'm game. Let's go to the bottom of this together.
You shall have it, of course. Inspector Hildibrand is at your service.
Alright, whatever. Back to you, Kilwin. Got my trench coat.
Immediately the camera pans out from... cuts out where Hildibrand.
Got my trench coat in a twist when your pal started dancing in front of my gun. Listen, I'm interfacing with you, not that guy. And it's only fair. I tell you why. I tell you, not him who danced in front of my gun. It has to do with a man who had his fingers in every illegal pie in Alexandria. The Crime King, they called him.
Oh, okay.
It was me who caught his royal rogueness and sent him to rot in a prison cell. But after being transferred elsewhere under the auspices of some rehabilitation program, I haven't heard a peep.
Oh. So he's one of them.
I see you connected the dots. Could be that elsewhere was Ueyawada. Yeah. Me and him have got a history. So if he's running free out there somewhere in a new monster skin...
Is he the one that killed your apprentice? I'm assuming they're dead? Your assistant, I mean?
I want to be the one to bring him in.
All right, fair enough. If this is where your path leads.
Your unwavering commitment is commendable, Detective Hardboiled.
I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire,
Hereby swear to remain steadfastly by your side until we have brought this case to its resolution.
It's all right. They're oddballs, but they mean well. They're surprisingly helpful. I mean, they helped convince that guy, right?
I don't recall asking that soft-boiled dope to do a damn thing.
He took it as an invitation.
Anyhow, back to interfacing with you. You have my respect, the other guy hadn't. Anyway, I'll get back to pulling scraps of data from the black box.
The one that he retrieved from the facility.
Drop by next time you're in the neighborhood, and maybe I'll have a new lead for us to follow.
All right, my dude. Send for me. Send for me whenever. The case of the Fiendish Fugitives. I'm really looking forward to where we're going to be going with this one. this is the interesting hook that I kind of wanted from the introduction that we didn't quite get. So I'm in now. I'm in. Meanwhile, someone in here you found. Oh, meanwhile. Oh, so we also saw this in the preview images, and we're just like, who the fuck? Okay, this is the bastard. Oh my god, the bastard was working with someone. This must be the researcher. We were wondering who the fuck this was. We saw this in one of the preview images on their website, and we're just like, who? What? It all makes sense now. In context, it all makes sense. Alright, scheming researcher.
I was hoping to see our hulking eye clump squish those curious rats. The craven fool surrendered with barely a struggle.
I mean, what were you expecting?
But no matter. I have more than enough electrope now to proceed with my plans.
Of all the electrope workers we had to talk to, we talked to the one that was in on it.
Given the right direction, you outlaws have proven most useful, especially with the aid of your new monstrous talents.
What the fuck? So he's also a monster in some capacity? What is he, a shapeshifter or something? What's happening? The fuck? He's a mimic slime! Dude. I thought, man, okay. You think that's the crime lord? He's now a mimic slime, so he could be anybody? Dude, when they first showed off Sugar Right... Oh, wait.
When making hard-boiled eggs, you want to boil for the same length of time every time.
There's a cooking show now?
12 minutes exactly. Any less, they're too soft. Any more, they're overcooked. We're out of time today, so here are some I prepared earlier.
Is that a bomb? It's more red. Overboiled? No, that's the bomb. With the hand animation. The smirk from Hard Boiled. Anyway, I was gonna say when they first showed off Sugar Riot, I guessed a mimic slime. That was the creature that they were pulling the soul from, like the ones that were in the dungeon, in Cosmoka, the one that goes along the river, the mimic slimes that are in the cave in the lead up to the Sleepy Boy. But it turned out to just be a pudding, like a regular old slime. But that one was definitely a mimic slime, so the fact that it's come up in this quest line, well, there we go. Alright, Nashu.
The manufacture of my egg-shaped medicine is a closely guarded trade secret, so don't try to make your own at home. Keep safe and stay tuned for the next episode of inconceivably further Hildibrand adventures.
Oh, there's the Zoblin again carrying... Oh, he saved the eggs. Well done, my friend. See you, Inspector. All right. What a great chapter. Oh, Hard-Boiled's out here. We're going to be talking to Hard-Boiled then, I guess, when next we drop by. How you going doing, friend?
You still here? Like I said, retrieving that data takes time. So why am I hanging around out here like a bad smell, you ask? I just figured you missed this handsome look too much if I stayed cooped up inside.
Yeah, thanks. It's nice seeing you out here. All right. Yeah, what a great chapter. This is the first, I think, actual hook. Like getting to meet Hard-Boiled before was interesting, but we didn't really know where our case was going to go until now. Until the second chapter past the introduction. So I'm invested. I'm invested. What an interesting case this is turning out to be. We get to see the outcome of some of the research where some souls did get put into, human souls got put into monster bodies like they said they were going to do in Yu Yu Iwata. I'm glad they pulled upon that thread. I'm glad they pulled upon that thread because I was very interested in you know, what, because we've seen the reverse of what happens when but we haven't seen the outcome of this. So they planted that seed and here they are reaping that harvest. So interesting. So yeah, so we had the guy in the Cyclops body and then the person who got put into the mimic slime of all things. And it seems like they can control in some way the beast's abilities. So like the guy could use the Cyclops beam and this guy can turn into the mimic. And we don't know if the mimic guy is the honestly, we don't know the mimic guy is the crime lord. Is the king, the crime king or whatever the fuck. We don't know if he's the one or somebody else, but now we're gonna have to be like, I knew that mining guy was sus. I'm just like, he's in on it for sure, but we didn't get to say anything. I'm just like, oh my god, why is he being like, dude, be careful now, evil smirk? Like, I'm like, well, like, okay, dude, way to be more obvious, eh? Be more obvious, eh? But now we're gonna have to be wary in this quest line. Who's the mimic slime guy? Who could the mimic slime could be anybody? My bet is he'll definitely, we'll give you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the Dawntrail melee role quest, where there was also somebody who could take the form of others. We're gonna have to come up with a secret passcode. We're gonna have to ask people, like, tell me something only Hildibrand would know. I wonder if what's gonna happen, my prediction, is he's maybe gonna take on Nashu, and Stalker Guy is gonna be like, that's not Miss Nashu. I'd know Miss Nashu anywhere. I spent all day looking at her. That's gonna be my bet. But we'll have to see when this continues. Probably next patch. Next patch with the next 0.5 patch, I guess, with the inconceivably further Hildibrand adventures. Yeah, this was a great chapter, so I look forward to seeing this continue.